Hey, what's up, guys? Man, I been working on this for a long time, and I'm very excited to show you guys what I came up with. We've been working with scrapers and data and pulling all the information using AI and all this stuff, and I finally got it down to the point where I love the way this looks, and I'm going to show you guys exactly what this looks like, and I hope you guys enjoy this. Yesterday we had an amazing day. I'm actually going to give you guys one solid play that I like and another team that I really like, but you guys can decide what you want to do with that one. But I am going to give you one solid play at the end of all of this. And then I'm going to give you basically the whole rundown of the entire slate for today. And you'll be able to make a strong decision for yourself who you should go with, who you should not go with, just based on all the information I'm about to give you. I'm going to do my best to run this through very quickly, but just see the amount of data that I have for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy it. So the first one right here is the Hawks versus the Pistons. You can see the record is pretty simple. It's 22 and 27 for the Hawks, 25 and 24 for the Pistons. The Pistons did play yesterday, so they're on a back-to-back. They're going to be tired. You can see the line did shift from a -3.5 to a -4. The Hawks have a lot of injuries. You can see down there, Trae Young, Bogdanovic, Capella, Zeller. Capella and Zeller are definitely out, and they're a big factor for, and then also Jalen Johnson, that he's not even listed there because he's out for the rest of the season. But basically, Trae Young has been questionable. I think it's a groin injury, and then the other guys are out. So that affects the team. They've been out. They've been losing for 8 straight games already. The only difference, the only reason that this Pistons game is not even worse on the spread is because they played yesterday. But you can see right there, the over is going 89% on the over. The Hawks are 5-5 against each other, and the under is going in historically is going on the under when they've played each other. Yet the money is going on the over. So it's telling you to avoid the Pistons. Again, it's because of the back-to-back, and then there's injuries on both sides. Now you got the Kings and the Timberwolves. You can see, again, pretty straightforward, 24-24 for the Kings. Timberwolves are 27 and 22. You could see the line did shift over here so you can see the Timberwolves did go from a -1 to a -4.5. All the money, or 65% of the money, is coming in on the Timberwolves. That's pushing the line forward. You can see the tickets and all that stuff is on the Kings is very low. So the line is getting pushed. You can see Levine is now with the Kings. He got traded yesterday, but he's not playing today. And then you got Edwards and Naz Reid. They're both questionable. If they don't play, the Timberwolves don't play the same. So more than likely they are going to play because the line keeps shifting towards the Timberwolves. So they must know something that we don't. Even though they're marked as questionable, more than likely they're going to play. And the Timberwolves should be dominant in this game. I'm staying away from it just because of all the injuries, and doesn't make sense to me. So I'm staying away. You can see the overwhelming money is coming in on the over, and there's no clear indication on why. It's just saying, I do have information saying, the different data points and all that stuff. So it doesn't show it here, but it gives you like what the current line is and then what each team scores and stuff like that. That's why it's telling you the best plays right here. I'm not saying to go with this play. I'm just telling you what the data is showing. So it's even telling you right here, avoid the Timberwolves with the spread with the injury concerns, just like I had just said. Next one is the Magic and the Warriors. You can see pretty much 24-24, 24-25 on the Magic, 24-24 for the Warriors. That's just a record. There's no line move at all. Most of the money is 93% of the money is on the Warriors. You can see, again, with the Warriors, you never know because they're such a heavily favored team just because the public loves them, just like the Lakers. So I don't trust that number right there, 93%. And then you got over here the Magic. They've been horrible. You can see the Suggs is out. On the Warriors, you got Green and Kuminga that are out. The over-under, the head-to-head trend is not really showing much information to go either team. And then it does tell you the bet on the Warriors, overwhelming money. Again, I don't trust that money because, the public does love the Warriors at home, especially. So the Warriors do look like they're going to take this game, but Magic do suck. So take that for what it is. I'm not going to touch this game. You can see the over is 94% on the over, and it is telling you to avoid the Magic. Now we got the Pacers versus the Jazz. Again, look at the Jazz record. It's 11-33. They've only won 11 games. The Pacers are a very strong team. It actually opened at a -7. What I don't like is that it's kind of stuck at a -7, even though 70% of the money's coming in. On the Pacers, it's not pushing the line. So I don't like to see that. I do like the Pacers, but I don't like that it's not being pushed. If you're going to go with the Pacers, you might want to buy it back a few points. Total over under right now is 235. Here's the injuries. You can see that another strong point is that the Jazz are getting a bunch of their players back today. So they don't have the same injuries they had even 2 days ago. So now let's keep going here. You got the head-to-head. It is telling you to go with the Pacers against the spread because of the strong handle. And the over is also strong. So it's just saying to stay away from Jazz. Again, these are not my final stuff. I'll tell you exactly what I'm going with. I'm actually going to show you my bet slip so that you can see exactly what I went with last night and what I'm still sticking to. I'm just going to go through the rest of the slate just to show you guys so you can make your own decision there. I do love the Nuggets in this position. You can see the Pelicans are 12 games and 37. They've only won 12 games in general. The Nuggets, this line is way too high for them. You can see it's minus 13. Zion Williamson is playing. Pelicans have all their squad back, so I don't understand why this line is so high. It started at a 13, and then it went down to an 11. So that must have been because of the injury report. Then they came back and said Zion was going to play and McCollum and all that stuff. Anyways, that line is shifting towards the Pelicans. And then you got, let me scroll down over here. It is telling you to look on the over. I'm not touching the over. I don't like over-unders. It is kind of basing it on numbers and as far as the over-unders as well. So this is a lot of strong stats. You can see 70% of the money is on the over, 30% is on the under. That's just from historical numbers and what the projections are. I'm not touching this game. I don't like. I'm sorry. I actually have a 3-man with the Nuggets, so I'm not going to put it out there like that today. But I do like the Nuggets to win. I don't like them on the spread. Now you got the Rockets and the Knicks. This game is way too close to call. You can see the record is pretty much the same. The Knicks are at a -5 because they're at home and they've been winning at home. 50% of the money. So again, there's no clear indication there. Sengun and Van Vliet are probably going to be out for the Rockets. So that's what it's looking like because this line is so high. This line should not be this high, but I think it's either because the injuries or because the Knicks are at home and they're a lot better at home. The Rockets also have been struggling lately on 3-7 when they've played the Knicks. Overall is 6-4 in general, and then it does tell you to look at the over. I'm not touching the over. And then you got the Knicks and the Grizzlies. I do like the Grizzlies in this position. However, I don't like that Morant is questionable, and they usually wait. It's saying right here it's out, but that's incorrect. He's questionable. So if he does get pushed out, then this is going to shift the line towards the Spurs. Right now it's -6. It went to a -5 for the Grizzlies. So they are favored. They're supposed to win this game, but if Morant doesn't play, and you can see Wembanyama's questionable as well, but if Morant doesn't play, then it's going to be it's going to be a hard game to win for the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies are better at home as well. They do have a much better record, but Spurs have a chance to win if Wembanyama's playing and Morant is not. So I'm staying away from this game until I see the final injury report. Okay, and then it's saying avoid the Spurs on the against the spread. I'm almost done. There's 10 games. It's a lot of information. Thank you guys for being here. If you haven't done so and you like this sort of information, please make sure you click on like. Also, please subscribe. A lot of people, 90% of the people that watch this video, they think that they're subscribed, but they're actually not. So make sure you click on subscribe. I would appreciate that very much. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers, so I really appreciate that. For the Suns and the Blazers, you can see it's very close as far as the record is. So again, the Suns is barely moving 1 point. I don't like this. It's saying the Trailblazers against the spread. They do show a lot of information that goes towards the Blazers. You can see 71% of the money is coming in on the Blazers. The line is shifting towards the Suns, so I don't like it. I don't trust the Blazers that much, especially not against the Suns. So I'm staying away from this game. And then you got the Wizards and the Hornets. They both suck, so I don't trust any one of them. You can see the Hornets is going towards the Hornets at a -3.5, and now it went to a -4. So there's very minimal money coming in on either one. They do have a lot of injuries on both sides. LaMelo Ball is out over here. Mitchell is out over here. It is telling you to look at the Wizards 7-3 against the Hornets, but this goes back to last season. It is telling you to look at the over. I'm not touching this game at all. The Wizards suck and the Hornets do as well. You can see their record 7-41 and 12-34. So this is actually the one I went with right here. I do like the Pacers. I do like the Nuggets, and then this one is the one I'm giving you. It's the Thunder -7.5. I know it got pushed all the way to -11. I gave this out to the VIP members last night, actually this morning, sorry. But I did put this in last night. So for what I'm going to start doing is I'm actually going to give this away as soon as I find it, like the night before. I usually do my research the night before, and then I confirm it the next day. So what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start giving those plays away the night before, so you can get the value just like I did here. But anyway, they got it like at 6, 7 in the morning. And I'm putting that out there for you guys. This is a very strong play, but the line did get shifted all the way to like a minus 11.5. So be careful with that 11.5. If you can't get it down to a 7.5, I wouldn't touch this game. But the Bucks are also very strong. The only problem is with the Bucks, they asked me on the live earlier that why is this Bucks team being pushed down so much? And it's because they played yesterday, and the Thunder are rested at home. I hope that makes sense. Thank you guys so much. Make sure you subscribe. We're about to cross 1,000 subscribers, so I really appreciate that. If you haven't done so, share this with your friends. Make sure you click on like, and if you've been liking the content and you've been winning with us and you see the value in us, please comment, let other people know. I really do appreciate you guys. Have a good day.